There's a lot of people I've been hearing that are, you know, really seeking God in really seeking this the answer, through the concept of this label we've named God, and it's different for everybody. But if you go back to the very beginning, in the beginning there was a void. In the beginning there was nothing but dark, and people get really upset when I say that I say that God is dark, but it's just like a room that has no light. I mean, there's nothing in that room but darkness. It doesn't mean the room is evil. It doesn't mean the room is misgiving in any way. It's just there's no light. It was just is. And really when light was exposed in it is when creation really began, because then you had the contrast of light and dark. You had the contrast of shadow and light to create many things. And so our minds are the ones that create. When you think of a dark room, you can be afraid and think the boogeyman's in there, or something evil's in there, or something's crawling around in there. Or you can think it's just a dark room, an empty dark room. And there's nothing wrong, but we've been taught for so long that darkness is something to fear, something to be afraid of. But really, there's nothing fearful about the unknown. It's just the unknown. Our minds are the ones that create the new things in the unknown. We move into, I think I've spoke about this before, using our imagination to create buildings, to create cars, to create clothing, to create, apparel for the home, artwork. It's our creative mind that has allowed us to expand and do this. And so, but before that, what was there? It was a blank, it was a blank page. There was nothing there. It was unknown. And then we were able to create. So there's nothing fearful about unknown. What's fearful is our own unhealed being within. That's what makes it scary. If you're scared inside, or you have fear within you, you could create more fear with your own fear. But there is no fear out there already. We create it. We create the boogeyman. We create the monster stories. We create the movies of the mass murderers and the killers, and then it becomes reality because people watch that stuff, and then that's what they become in their imagination. People actually have a taste for blood. Some people that aren't healed. I mean, you think about things you have to battle with, things when you're going through the journey of having to battle with different things inside of you. Can you imagine if you had to battle with a taste for blood? Maybe somebody has a taste for blood and they like it and they want it. I mean, that's a demon definitely to be battling. And it happens, it happens through our minds and through creative forces around us. But it doesn't mean it's the way it has to be. I don't really like to divide and say this is evil and this is good, because the only thing that's evil is what we create to be evil. Everything is good. Everything we see, everything that happens can be good. And the reason why I say that is you can see, even just like out of COVID, which was supposed to be an awful thing, look at all the good that came out of it. Sure, there were deaths. There were people that became hurt. but it made people go within. It made people wanting something more. It made people force people to go within themselves, to really look at themselves. So you can take something dark, you can take something evil, and you can make something good out of it. It doesn't have to be it. It's just how how you process the information. So I just encourage people to just the fear and lack is the most important thing we have to learn to let go of. And it's a toxic program that we've all been programmed with since the beginning of time. And it's probably one of the hardest things to let go of. But with self-love and knowing who you are and knowing the power within you and knowing who lives in your heart, you're able to be an overcomer. You're able to be a master over your own dark, because that's really where all of it comes from, is within each of us. We all have our own darkness within us, our own shadow. And like I said, you won't be able to get rid of shadow. It's here. We know too much. So I just encourage you to keep on doing the good work like you have been. And I can feel the vibration rising. There's many people just getting on board, and it's really beautiful. And the trajectory is being flipped. And it's going to be a better world for everybody. Sending my love to everybody.